Hello everybody, Matt Hatter here from SSZ Canada. Today we're going to be showing you off some of the RC10 updates for the game called None Shall Pass. The game we were formerly calling Castle Rush or Legend of Illusions Castle Rush VR. We have since renamed after finding out there is another game by that similar name. We don't want any confusion, so we will now be calling it None Shall Pass from here on out. This game is currently available by invite only in the Oculus Store Early Access program. So we're here in the main menu. The first thing you guys have noticed, if you are watching from the previous versions, is we now have this warp. We can warp around. For those of you who don't have room scale, you can just now walk. You can now teleport around. You can't teleport outside of this area, and if you still kind of want the standing experience, you can do that. So we've got the play game settings. The settings we have worked on a little bit. So as I was saying before, that's going to warp you around to the other side of this platform in the earlier videos. Oh, where am I? There we go. I'm just going to get out so we can get back over here and set it up. So right now we have set name. Pardon me. And the one thing you're going to notice if you're trying this out now is that all of our menus now have haptic feedback. So we're going to get vibrations through your controllers. So you can see we've got this menu here. You can open it up and you can set your username now. So I'm going to go ahead and set it. Matt Hatter HATTER, and press enter. And right now there's nowhere really to display that. You can see it's coming up in the top left corner of the screen. There's not really anything that's going to show your name yet. We are going to add that in, and that's part of the multiplayer component. So you're going to be able to set your name and what have you. So we're around the wrong side of the pillar again. I'm just going to get like this. So there we go. And we're back now at the, I'm not going to press the exit button. That's going to exit the game. So we are going to press play. And you're going to notice that the loading screens are lightning fast now. That was about 2 seconds, maybe to load. Now I do have a 2070 graphics card. So I am running a fairly high-end graphics card, but still, you guys, everybody out there should be getting very decent load times. And if not, if your load times are say 30 seconds, 45 seconds for some reason, please let us know. We will work to improve on that. But the one thing is that is the only loading screen in the entire game now, so there is no further loading screens once you're through that. Another thing you're going to notice is that we have added a different bow type for testing. This is one of the special bows that you're going to be able to get. Right now, it's just in the game for testing. You can see now if you lose your bows, they go in any sort of direction that you don't want. You can just smack the bow button, and it's going to clear all the bows out of the world and respawn it back here for you so you can pick it up. Same with anybody whose bow lands on the floor in an unreachable spot now. Some people were saying in the testing that they were having an issue with that. So this button should now um, solve that problem. Another thing is we have this gate lever. It doesn't do anything. It used to start the game and everything like that. We've taken that off of there just to make it a little bit more straightforward as to what this lever here does. So we now have this next level button. Um, we're going to sort it out so it says start game at the beginning and next level when it's next level time. That's just a minor improvement, but the functionality is all here now in this button. So when you're ready to start, you can just hit the next level button. We're going to do that in a minute. You can see we still have our power ups here. They work. Another thing that some of the testers were saying is that these arrows were kind of dark. So we've added this little bit of a light. Another thing that the players were telling us is that when you run out of arrows, that's not a good feeling. So we now have this button here. You can just hit this button whenever you run out of arrows, and it's going to give you enough arrows. We're not going to limit your arrows anymore in the levels. So you can see we have our remaining counter here, which is going to tell us how many enemies are remaining in the level. Over here, we have the level that we're on and the score. So some people in our testing were telling us that these monsters, the hitboxes were wrong. I'm telling you that we have done extensive testing on the hitboxes. They are not wrong. If you hit it in the body, it's going to count as a body shot, and that's going to take between 1 and 3 health. So the mages that you find between levels 1 and 5 have between 1 and 3 health on a body shot. Now, if you shoot them in the head, that one has a completely different collision of its own. And if you hit them in the head, they only take one headshot to go down. So, that being said, if you shoot for the headshot, you will get an instant 50 points. If you shoot and it has 3 body shots, you could potentially get 60 points. So it works out that you could get more points shooting the bodies sometimes if you're lucky and the rolls go your way. That is not a bug. That is a design feature. Just to let everybody know. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. My gate's already down. If it was up, it wouldn't matter, it would still start the game, and my obelisk back here would just be getting hit. So you can see now we're playing the game. The button has disappeared. When it is time to progress, that button will reappear. So we have also lowered the percentages on these a little bit, so that um, they're only doing 35% chance to drop a bonus item now. And we are using loot rolls 1 through 100. Instead of 1 to 10 as we were doing before. It gives it a much broader range, and I think it gives it a better 35% chance roll. Um, um, yeah, so we're progressing along. We got about 4 enemies left in level 1. We are playing at about a medium, like at a normal pace. There will be the ability to set the speed and health of the monsters via the difficulty, which we will add a little bit later once we have all the major bugs sorted out. And we thank every one of the testers who have pointed out bugs to us. We are squashing them as fast as you guys can find them. Hopefully, this version has all of the bugs and requests that you guys have asked for in them. If we have missed anything, make sure you tell us on Discord. sszz.ca/chat is our Discord link. It's going to take you straight to Discord. And you will be able to talk to us. Also, if you would like an invite to the official Oculus Store early access program, please get in contact with us there or at questions at sszz.ca, and we will make sure that we definitely get you sorted out and hooked up with an early invite. Now, the great thing about the early invite access program is that when the game launches, you will get a full copy of the game right away. I earned a trophy. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that. Neat. That is something that is still being worked on. But you can see now the next level button's present again. It has paused the game so that you can take a breather and do what you want. You don't have to worry about at the beginning of the levels. It's automatically going to fill your arrows. So if you have a couple left, I mean, you could hit the button if you want and just get some more arrows and go to the next level. But as I said, it's going to, of course, refill your arrows at the beginning of the level as it used to before. So we are now on level 2. We're shooting at about a 260. 5 monsters, which means I got some body shots in. And another thing that people were saying was this notching. So we worked on that collision a little bit to try to help it be a little bit more smooth for people so it locks in. It also makes a sound now when it locks in. Potions, as you guys know, I'm horrible with the potions, but we're going to go ahead and try. I have made this a little bit, nope, way too late. Um, but we did make that box a little bit bigger as well. I'm going to go in and make those a little bit lighter so that they get there, because of course it's physics controlling the potion throws. So we are going to go in and make the weight of those a little bit lighter so that it doesn't take quite as much of a throw to get it back there. Make it a little bit more fun and a little bit more useful. Just because I've noticed personally that I have a hard time getting it back there quite often, and if I'm never hitting it, like if I'm hitting it as rarely as I am, that's it's going to be a problem for general players. So we're definitely going to go and look at that. So you can definitely look for an update to that in the RC 11 and RC 11E updates. Oh, at least it bounced off the wall and I get to try again. Let me just shoot this guy down. There we go. Warp over. Pick this up. Kind of get back in my shooting zone. Make sure I'm not going to hit the wall. Nope. And we're on to level 3, shooting at about a 530 now, which is not horrible. Um, just go ahead and head on to level 3 now. Once again, we've got the 6 enemies, and the first 5 levels are all mages. Coming up in level 6, which you will see in the RC 11 update coming out in a few days. We will, of course, have level 6 and the next type of monster show up so that everybody can start shooting at something different. We will also be showing off a little bit of a different area of the game, which we are just working to load around you now instead. So what we're going to do is try to load that level and eliminate that loading screen between. But again, coming from the main menu, there will only be the one loading screen, depending on which mode you go to. Nope. Yeah, I have such a hard time hitting that one. I'd like to see somebody who can hit that one 100% of the time. That's a gate hit. I'm going to lose some health on my gate. So it is a little bit different than when I'm testing as I'm trying to narrate here. And of course, in the next level break, I will stop and check the chat and give shout outs to anybody, depending on where you're watching from. So go ahead and type in chat now if you're watching, and I will make sure that I go ahead and shout out to you right after this level. 2 monsters are remaining in this level, so it's going to be real soon. You might want to get those shout outs in now, and we will read them on the stream. And of course, shout outs as well as questions, whatever you have. That's going to be the end of the level. So we'll throw that bow away. I'm going to go ahead and open up my dashboard, recenter myself, and just see what's going on. Lordy Devs, one viewer met me. Yep. How much do you make? How much do you make being a game creator? So far, not very much. Hopefully that changes in the future. Y'all should watch me instead. Sure, go ahead. When we're not streaming, if you guys want, go ahead and watch Lordy Debs. He seems to be in all of our streams. I'll go ahead and give him a watch after and see what he's been posting. But yeah, give him a watch. I'm sure he streams something. If he's got an Oculus or any other sort of VR headset, I'd be happy to have you stream a copy of this game. We can get it to you right away. So we're going to go ahead and start on level 4 now. Oh, that was a weird warp. It put me kind of where I wanted to be, sort of. So we've got 6 people remaining. That's a hit. Ooh, 2 hits. Wait a minute. Is my body shot counter not working? Right after I said it was a feature, I think I might have broken it in this last update. Let me just see what's going on here. Yep, so that will be fixed right away in the next build for sure. We will take care of that body shot points not showing up. That must be why everybody has been declaring that as a bug. It was like that in the RC5 update. I must have broken something since then in that body shot. I will go in right away and pick it up, pick up that error. Another thing you're going to notice now, the gate's destroyed, so I will let this one go through. Just get a little bit closer. We'll let this one go through to the gate. Just make sure that it is working. I'm playing on the official Oculus Store version, so I just want to make sure that the one that got pushed out to everybody in the early access is correct. Bada bing. So the gate did destroy. That's what I was looking for. Now, when I get to the end of level 5, I'm going to just let the game over instead of beating. We don't really have anything in place as of yet, which I just thought of. If you complete the 5 levels, it just kind of ends and it doesn't allow you to start again. We'll fix that again in the RC11 update. I'm adding all of these things now to that list. So now that we have that spawned, the other big thing that we will be able to do now is turn it off and then back on again since we are over 0 health. It should now respawn the gate correctly, which was one of the early errors that we had. So we've got these guys in there just kind of motoring along now at level 5, charging at the gate. Potion, I'm just going to see if I can hit this one potion. I've got, what, five guys left. I need 3 of them to destroy me. So we're going to stop shooting at them now. Of course, I'm not going to hit any potions in this demo. Nice. It just goes to show that it really does need to be fixed, especially for people like me who are not quite used to that throwing motion in VR yet. I'm good at things where you have to hold on to them. I've gotten that grasp down very well since we've got the VR system. I'm just going to shoot this guy down. Maybe I can get another potion. Throw one more potion. I need 2 to destroy me. I have 3 left. No, so that hammer, I don't want that anywhere near there. Just so it doesn't hit. I'm going to throw the hammer away. It's going to roll around on the ground down there in a circle on its head. So this one should go through now. Once again, the gate should be destroyed again. And it should go through to the obelisk. I am just going to try to reset my gate to make sure that it's not going to respawn on us like a good playtester would. And then I'm going to let this guy go straight through. Come out the other side, destroy the obelisk, and next level should pop up. That should destroy everything else that's out there. Reset your score and your level after having recorded it to the high score system, which again is not displayed, but it is in place. We are going to be putting your username right up here in letters based on whatever your username is set to. So all of your streams and other social media screenshots and what have you have your nice screen name right here for every one of your followers and fans to see. So there it is. You can see now we've gone back to level 1, our gate health, and if we hit next level or start game, in this case, it will restart the game, but not destroy itself. So we're going to add that to the bug list. But you can see now we're back in level 1 again, and our gate is probably not closed because it didn't have any health before. Yep, and that's all working correctly. So there we go. That's pretty much error-free from levels 1 through 5 now. You can play this right now if you have an HTC Vive or if If you have an HTC Vive or an Index, a Valve Index, then you have to go to our website to download it. If you have an Oculus Rift or an Oculus Rift S, you can contact us on whatever channel you're watching us on, or on um, our email at questions@ssc.ca, or on Discord at ssz.ca/chat, and we will get you set up with an official invite through the Oculus Store for those platforms. So everybody, I hope you guys are liking it. We do look forward to showing more of this as it progresses. Um, we have changed the name. I hope that everybody likes the new name. It's now called None Shall Pass, as we talked about in the beginning of this video. So there you can see it. We have everything um, pretty much working now. One or two little tiny bugs that we've got to go back and sort out with a few of the buttons and what have you, clearing up those old potions from previous rounds and that kind of thing. But we're doing it with no loading screens, except for that very first one between the menu and the opening of the level. So I hope everybody enjoys that. That took quite a lot to get that loading time down as low as we did, but we hope you guys appreciate the fact that that happens. We do hope that you like the game. We hope you reach out to us for invites and download the game to try for yourself. Hope you guys have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.